Hey you guys, this is Josh with Homesteading Family, and today we're gonna talk for just a few minutes about the instant gardens, and I'm gonna give you an update. We've done 2 of them this year, and we've had 1 failure and 1 success. So let's go check those out. Okay, so I've done a couple videos on instant gardens this year. One of them was a tried and true method that we've used lots of times. One of them was a brand new method. And one of them was a complete success. Another was a complete failure. And wouldn't you know it, the thing that really didn't do well this year is the one that we've done over and over many times, and it's a very tried and true method. But a couple of things went wrong. And so you guys can go back out and check the video out if you want on an instant garden. This is a garden that we set up in just a couple of hours for a lettuce bed to just demonstrate a layering method and how quickly and easily you could get a garden in. And as you can see here, there's a few things that have come up decently, but most of this has not grown. And so this has just turned out to be a complete failure. And there's a couple reasons for that. It's not the method, it is the soil. And we brought some soil in. Usually I try to use soil that I've been developing around the property, but I had used it all up for the season. And so I bought a mix from what is generally a reliable source. I buy compost from them all the time, and it's always great. But I bought a mix because I didn't want pure compost here. And I've had problems with this soil everywhere that I've used it this year. I used it in a lot of my plant starts and it caused a lot of problems. I've used it to amend a few areas, things didn't do well. And it's the same here. So there's just a problem with this soil. It had some topsoil mixed in, basically just some dirt with the compost. I don't know what's in it, but this is what's happened everywhere I've used it. So lesson for you guys, be careful when you're buying soil and compost. Know your source, verify it, check it out. And if you can, be developing that on your homestead. And so that's the main reason. We've just got stuff that just has stunted growth. There must have been something in that topsoil that they mixed with the compost. Now, here's one of the other reasons, really, because I probably could have amended this and helped it do a little bit better. And the reality is this is not in a great place. This is, you can see, we've got Carolyn's kitchen garden in cottage garden in the back behind me. It's fenced off right here, so animals and kids aren't just running through it. Eventually there's going to be a gate and whatnot, but there's not an easy way to get through here, and so we have to go around, and that has just made it very easy to ignore and neglect and let the weeds grow up. It hasn't gotten adequate water, so that's really reason number 2. This just wasn't in a good location where I was paying attention to it, where I was, up on what's going on and going, oh, hey, maybe I can add in a little bit of compost or a little compost tea or something that would give it a boost. It just kind of got neglected. So that is the failure for the year in the instant garden. What I want you guys to really know, though, is this method of layering, if you go back out and check that video out, is a fantastic method for getting a garden started, whether it's tiny like this or larger. It works if you've got the right soil and the right things going on and you pay attention to your garden. So always make sure you're cultivating good soil and make sure you're planning and thinking about where you're doing things, where the location of things are, especially when it comes to your garden, that it's easy to get to, easy to see, so that it's easy for you to maintain it and deal with issues that come up. All right, so that's the failure for this year, but it's all right. We'll recover, we'll amend this, and we'll probably plant something in here. Maybe we'll put some perennials or something in here next year and get these lettuce beds into a better spot. But let's go check out the success, because this was something I hadn't done before, and it's turned out great. All right, so this is the green stalk vertical growing system. And this is the first time I've done a vertical garden, but a lot of you guys watching were asking for small scale solutions. You're looking for a place where you could grow some food in a small space or on your porch or balcony in an apartment. And so I teamed up with Greenstock here to try out their system. And this is a patented vertical growing system. And this has been awesome. We planted this several weeks ago. We started with cucumber starts, tomatoes, peppers, and planted some lettuce by seed to do a little vegetable garden as a demonstration and to see how this thing would work out. And as you can see, it's doing really, really well. We've got some cucumbers here just coming in ripe. We've got lots of tomatoes. They're a little slow to ripen in our environment, but they're coming along. We've got some beautiful mini bells here. Ooh, really good. Those are sweet. And then we've got some kind of cut-all lettuces that grow up vertically instead of bunching. And so I think in about another week, hopefully some of these tomatoes are going to ripen. And we're going to have a great salad, and this will provide salad for us, probably for our large family, probably only for a couple weeks, but for a small family, you could get a month, maybe 2 months of salads out of this, or you could do a vegetable garden. I'm sorry, you could do a salsa garden. A few fun things like that. You're not going to grow corn or beans or squash or anything in here, but definitely some smaller plants. And this has just been a real success. I'm really, really happy with this system. This is a patented vertical growing system, and one of the key attributes to it, besides that it has nice big layers and potters in it, so it's got lots of soil in there for the roots to move around, it's got a patented water system so that it waters evenly from the top all the way to the bottom, and it'll even allow excess water to drain out so that you get good, even water. The only real challenge to this when it gets hot is you do need to watch it. It needs to be in an area where it doesn't get neglected, because as it heats up, it does need a little bit more water. Anyways, you guys, I will continue to keep you updated on this system. I love it. You can go check them out. And thanks for following along with us. Hope you've enjoyed this update on the instant gardens, and I'll see you soon.